Welcome to the NXT review. We are the Dudley Boys of What Culture. I'm Adam Wilbourn, joined by Michael Hamflett and Michael Sidgwick, here to review anything happened on last night's episode of NXT. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to What Culture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. We do daily wrestling podcasts where we not only review the show formerly known as NXT 2.0, but also Men Are Raw. Friday Night SmackDown, AW Dynamite, Collision, pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a round of the week complete with a bloody good quiz, of course, on WrestleCulture. As I said, though, joined by Hamflett and Sidgwick to review last night's NXT, or should I say, NXT Gold Rush. There's gold in them there hills. Yeah!
You sort of jumping out of the moving car on the old collision ski, don't you? Collision. He's already just, safely removed yourself from the vehicle long before the two collide. This is really good.
Again, yeah.
Sort of undermines my praise when you make it seem like it's all the time.
It's for me.
My favourite NXT since the Homecoming show at Full Sail. Really enjoyed it. Reminded me of NXT. Just like you remember. Turns out, actually, I'll give them some credit here. I didn't think I was invested in some of these characters until we had these matches, and I was. And there's characters.
Imagine being invested in characters.
It's the best.
I can't imagine it.
It's the best. It's the reason they're watching it. And NXT gave us a brand new one.
I will be tracking this character intensely. The most inoffensive NXT I can recall in quite some time. And thus, by some distance, the best NXT I can recall in some time. Watching an actual collection of people and not some brothered in, overly enthusiastic Floridians was a huge asset to the show. And, you know, not as much bollocks as usual. Mm-hmm. My mileage varies greatly on that. However, there is a new character who is being launched on NXT as of this week, and we'll get to know more about him next week and hopefully in the weeks to come. And I have to tell you, when I saw this, I said, what the f*** is this? I've got no idea. I've got an idea because me and Hamflett are LFG experts.
Yes.
We watched one episode
just
to bury The Undertaker about a year ago. However, we know of this guy. We know of his particular thing that he does. Mm-hmm. And it seems like he's going to do it.
And you've been doing some research?
Yes.
He's been doing some research.
He sure has.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk. I can't wait to get to know this guy.
Yeah.
It is so weird as a gimmick. What is this dude?
How's it gonna work?
Yeah, like even it's one thing where it's all right, you're a ballroom dancer who wrestles. Like I do think, well, why? When you just be really good at one thing, and you think, well, how's that gonna work? You still think, oh, how's that gonna work? But you know what he is? He's a ballroom dancer. Who the f is this dude?
Yeah, what's going on with him?
Yeah, what is going on with him? But we'll save that until we reach that point in the show.
2.0 dust on him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he really does.
Yeah.
And I'm wary of making this comparison because ultimately this character was so beloved that the second that another one came along that was remotely like it, everybody was like, yes. But where should I say? Yeah, I'll say until we get there. Actually,
okay.
There are echoes of a very beloved set of vignettes from many moons ago that in some respects this reminded me of, but with 2.0 dust on it, so it's going to completely warp it, and that can only be a good thing. Just before we get started, speaking of good things, this was like a bit of a throwback, because this crowd...
Well, as we always say, the theatre at the Garden will always be the theatre at the Garden.
Like that goes back to Senior. He used to say that. He used to say that to Junior way back when. Proper, like, this reminded me of the old PLEs back when NXT was still hot before it became this warped mess of counter programming and fighter brand stuff with TNA and like, this was a crowd that was there for an NXT show. And it was like what, Stand and Deliver and Hoot Wave and all those used to be before nobody cared no more.
Yeah.
Because they'd go up against AEW pay-per-views or be back-to-back with the Saturday Night's Main Event. Goldberg's retiring a Summit. Like, they were really invested.
Waving stuff around.
What an inspired
My eyes
idea.
have gone weird.
Oh.
Just bear with me.
It's like an NXT gimmick.
It's not.
It's like an Apollo Crews. You're going to be able to see the future in a bit. Because that's what happened to him.
I've been listening to his crack for about several months now, so maybe it's infected my eyes at last.
You don't even need to follow through. He just farts on your pillow and all of a sudden. That rally. I've never seen excited wrestling fans spinning yellow towels around the head at a wrestling show as a way to build atmosphere. Remember that?
Yeah, it was good.
I did like the hype video as well at the start of this show. Like, got into it. Like, oh, steaks and stuff, isn't it?
It's the Mecca.
I was say steaks and stories, baby.
No, I like it. It's a gift of a building for them to use whenever they want.
And they're back there next week.
I mean, that card's dripping ace.
Yeah,
I sense there was a reason why they taped next week. I did see, I think it was Ibu was like, you know what, I enjoyed that NXT. I might go next time they've taped it. Well, I'm not going to that then, are we?
When you were looking at the rundown of the matches, the stuff that obviously is, we're not going to read the spoilers, and you don't even need to.
I don't even know them.
Nobody will know that, they're not going to get out or anything. Or if they do, they're not going to come your way unless you went looking for them. But I think it means that next week's episode's got a lot of different potential, because how much stuff's going to have to be like backstage nonsense to fill the time. Because those matches they're chucking out there, who could possibly care about at least two of them?
Evolve. Two
Yeah.
Evolve matches.
Two of them
There's two of them. Are you blind? Jesus!
Fallon Henley in a speed match, great, but that is literally a maximum of 5 minutes of action.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll Google what the card is again, and I've just realised I can't do that.
No,
It'll
get
just
the
tell
results
me all
now.
the answers. I don't want to know that.
Think of the vignettes next week.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
We could just not preview it next week. If the card's already out.
I'll work around it. I'll get some.
Do you know what? Can
I'll
you?
get Anne Louise to look up the results and this. Don't tell me what the results. Tell me what the matches are.
As
If only you had a
our-
producer who didn't watch it and didn't care, who could do that for you.
You go through this experience with us.
Doesn't he? Just checks out. I think he's doing his
Debatable.
I think he does his online shopping and stuff. On
He'd been doing me taxes for the last 2 years.
DoorDash. He's our Booker T. Huh? What's this?
Historically, me and Sid have made no secret of the fact that we can't pretend to know anything about Evolve compared to you. You've always
Big.
dished out the highest praise on Evolve. You're very informed. Whenever one of us will ask you a question about the roster, you've got all this information,
Yeah.
like, just right at the front of your brain.
Yeah.
Why don't, for next week's preview, you give us, like, as long as you like, really, the history and the lore behind these two big title matches, how the wrestlers arrived at the theatre at the Garden.
Yeah.
These title shots, these
I'd
title
love to do that,
matches.
but we're on a bit of a tight schedule next week because we have the WhatCulture Town Hall thing. So
It's just a
busy.
shame that there's not many people in the space talking much about Evolve.
Yeah.
We've got such a senior authority on the history of that brand. Favorite Evolve champion ever?
Probably Jackson Drake. Like,
Can't
most
wait to hear
recent-
why next week. In
I do.
detail.
I will say,
Oh, come on, there's some honorable mentions.
no, I don't really want to just sort of give them the sort of backhand compliment. Like, I'll mention them alongside Jackson Drake. So I will say,
What is it about Jackson Drake that makes him the very best?
I was about to get to that. It's his face in that photo. What face is that? You know what I'm talking about when they're like, oh, next week Sean Legacy was Jackson Drake, and he's pulling a face. And I've seen him with our boys in the backstage segments and stuff. He
You
don't
see
look
him
like
Evolve
that.
as your favorite champion.
Well, yeah. That's what-
What's your favourite thing? That singular detail in the still image you've ever seen of him. Oh, interesting.
It's the intangibles, isn't it?
That's what it is.
Anyway.
It just works.
best get on. So the show opens with the Mixed Tag Team Championship. Ethan Page and Chelsea Green versus
Explain what you just said.
What? The triplet. Me and the three of us collectively came up with the idea that the dead man calls it.
I need my guys for
Doesn't care enough to even learn what the name of the promotion is.
No.
The AAA Mixed Tag Team Championship.
He knows as much about as you do about Evolve, basically.
Yeah, fair. Ethan Page, Chelsea Green versus Joe Hendry and Thea Hale. Big pop for Hendry and Hale. And they dominate early on. I like the bit where Thea Hale hit a PK and then waved Chelsea's arms for her. That was nice. We have a bit with, Hendry hits a stalling vertical suplex. Green makes a save. Hale wants a Kimura. Green gets, get off me. So Thea puts a Kimura on Ethan Page, and we get a bit of a double team from Joe Hendry and Thea Hale with a stereo pose to take us to a break. When we return, there's a comeback by Joe Hendry, Hurricane Rana, fall away slam. Again, a pose from him. Hale hits this amazing, like she went to the top rope and she just jumped like back first, like she was in a coffin. She just dropped like she was in a coffin. It was incredible. To Paige Green and Alba Fyre at ringside. There's a PK in there and a cover. Ethan Page comes in, saves the match. Super kick from Thea.
When's the spick gonna end?
Ethan Page. It's never over.
Yeah, it should be.
Green wants the unpretty hair. Hale reverses into Kimura.
Should we do a poll?
Looks like she might get
How would you even narrow it down to the character limit for like what Wilbourn should stop?
Yeah.
The Ray Phoenix, I've never seen this running soccer kick before.
It's amazing, that move.
Yeah.
Hale's got a Kimura on Chelsea Green. Looks like they might win.
Should Wilbourn become sufferable? Yes, no. It's easy done.
It's like an NXT stable of wrestlers that are no longer annoying called the Sufferables.
Speaking of NXT stables, sorry, I know I'm stepping on your dick.
Sorry.
Here. Have you seen bad news for our boy, our close personal friend? Did you see the end of TNA Turning Point?
Oh, God, no.
Okay. There's a new NXT stable who've invaded TNA in like sort of delayed retribution, if you like.
Okay.
For them, Sixers coming in and taking the TV time and, besmirching NXT. How'd you like it, asshole? How about a taste of your own medicine? So, like, there's 6 of them or whatever.
Jesus.
Who've, like, invaded TNA.
Yeah.
Now, here's what's actually happened. That is the thinnest premise imaginable, the thinnest pretext to do such a thing. And the irony being is that they don't actually have much TV time no more because of this evolved AAA TNA nonsense. So like just a bunch of guys with nothing to do have banded together. 2 of them are Lexus King and Starks.
Ooh.
You keep doing your rundown.
I mean, they've gone for 2 Heritage Cup champions there. Like, they're strong names.
Okay. You finish your rundown of the match. You give your thoughts on the match. I'll do that, but in the meantime, I will find out the full identities of this stable and we can play a little game.
Okay.
All right.
Thea Hale's got Chelsea Green in a Kimura, but
Who's
Ethan
Hale?
Page
Who's that?
pushes Joe Hendry into the pile, breaks it up, and Green hits an unprettier for the 1-2-3 to retain the titles.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Thought at best I was going to like it, so loved it. Surpassed my fairly low expectations. I
Said on the
did.
preview yesterday this was going to be fun.
I do this thing inadvertently with Joe Hendry where I lower his ceiling unfairly, and I don't mean to. When he first got over in a big way, got some like virality with the song, I thought, this is probably a route into WWE. You might get a Rumble spot and then slot into life in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And I shouldn't have lowered the ceiling because then he suddenly gets it all the way to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And this, this moment, capital M moment, but a good kind with Randy Orton. And I was like, after that, I sort of past tensed him. I was like, well, there it was. Like the peak of that was that
Yes.
moment at WrestleMania. You were never going to take this any further. Really cool that you did. And the job at NXT is probably still assured. And it was. But that is not going to get beaten, right? And then in the aftermath of that, when he kind of still stuck around and was still about, I was like, fair play to him. Because, it's not going to get any better than that. But you can sell those WrestleMania 8x10s at the convention until you're old and grey.
Yes.
And now, what I've realised in watching this match in particular with Thea Hale is that it's good practice on your roster. I know there's less house shows than there used to be, but it's good practice on your roster to have an Outlaws, an Enzo and Cass, a Santino act to just open the show, And Joe Hendry is probably that. And I sound like I'm lowering it again, but I'm not, because those are crucial members of your roster. Like, it's relatively lightweight, but it's very fun. Crowd engagement out the ass. Really good tone setter, especially for WWE. I think we sometimes talk about AEW tone setters, and it's about like this awesome match.
Hope you're ready for some 22-minute matches, mate.
Well, but like it's like,
Because that's what you're going to get.
I was thinking more
Every
hot,
game.
I was thinking hot and fast paced, but you're probably right with that. But with WWE, historically, it's been these just very, very
They're all
over
hot and
acts,
fast paced. They're all great. They're all 20 minutes. Every single match.
sing along type acts. And Thea Hale's a bit of a one. Joe Hendry's a massive one. The two of them together was kind of inspired. And Chelsea Green and Ethan Page are the heel equivalent of that as well. So really, really strong matchmaking. I'm not saying it carried this one, but the work was incidental here. Like the 4 acts were immensely over. The match was exactly what it needed to be without sort of overstretching itself and exposing any of the 4 of them. There was absolutely no need to make this any more complicated than they did. Give you one hot, false finish, because the belts are valueless as well. No offense to the dead man but who cares, really? Like, it was just about creating a false finish that fooled the audience into thinking they gave a toss, and they did, and it worked. Like, the matching gear on both teams was great as well. Like, the old black and red TNA Team Canada stuff on the heels, and Thea Hale getting her own Joe Hendry gimmick, and really looking the part in the Joe Hendry poses, really locked into that as well. An astonishing success story, this one for me, all of it.
Yeah, and just very refreshing. Like this sort of American bullshit will happen all of the time.
American bullshit. You need some more.
Will be a perennial fixture because it just works every single time. Like the baby faces were witty, just completely dominated proceedings, had a great deal of fun, just completely ridiculing their clown stooge heel opponents. Then it took cheating on the part of what's it called?
Albert Fire.
That's it. Yeah. I was thinking about Kaylee Ray, was that?
Yes.
Yeah, Alba Fire. I mean, I do watch SmackDown. Tino, neutralize the advantage.
Wednesdays, though, and it's tonight you'll be watching.
Indeed, yeah. Because you only debuted on Friday, of course. Why I haven't learned a name yet. No. Just, I mean, it's so shallow. It's not ambitious. It didn't have to be. This was incredibly breezy, well performed, very over. When you have a crowd like that, interact with the crowd, unglue that crowd. It was quite inspired as a strategic opening to a show.
Had a bit the old golden era NXT about it. Yeah. I was thinking Enzo and Cass and how easy it was to open your show with them, and it was just a hot, fun time.
When you've got there's been more casual WWE fans who go to these NXT shows, like infamously your man Tony D. They didn't realize he was from Chicago. They didn't realize he was a hometown hero. I can't remember. You remember that?
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact show, but I do remember that happening. Yeah. So when you've got a bigger room to play in front of, play a hit that is going to get over and sound good in any building ever. And this is really good. So this Joe Hendry's first official match is at least reported as a full-time WWE person. Because, he's just got the early deal.
Yeah, he's in now.
And he's on main roster money, according to the news today.
Ah. The T-shirt had the Joe Hendry and NXT logos, one and the same on the back.
So fair play to him. What a start.
Yeah.
His kip-ups and everything, he looked like...
Oh, yeah, Ethan Page fell on his ass, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good
stuff. Just funny, breezy, light, very, very effective stuff.
It's time to play the game! Time to play the game!
Who is in this useless NXT stable? The very very nature of which is just they're not doing anything, so give them TNA at the end of the season.
So you've got Stax and Lexis.
Correct. So there are Stax and Lexis King.
Dante Chen been a part of it? Leader of NXT?
Nope. Okay. I think he's been...
I was going to say, I can remember if he's been released or not.
Brooks Jensen.
I've got a button for this.
Yeah.
Bingo! He's done now since getting kicked out of the colour,
maybe going somewhere else makes you realise what you missed back home. Fallon Henley.
Yeah. So you were off last week. Did you know that Hank and Tank won the Noah tag titles?
What?
Yeah. Just going to rule them out.
It's your favourite Japanese promotion, isn't it?
Yeah, I bloody love that.
You know what?
No spoilers. I'm not caught up on it yet.
Who is your favourite? You love Noah so much. Who is your absolute favourite PTD champion?
Who's PT? What?
That's the governing body.
Oh. Omos.
That's no such thing as a GHC, Global Heavyweight Crown.
Oh, that's what confused me. I was like, what? It's a PTD.
Yeah.
I don't really follow that part of it. More of a tag guy, almost.
He's
Tank and tank.
You know his favourite Noah chant is "Hog hog." He's always chanted that when Noah's on.
Sorry, we got 3 now.
Yeah.
Brooks, yeah.
Brooks,
Favourites,
Brooks,
basically.
Stacks, and
Lexus King.
When we talk about
Does Lexus King have the chair in TNA or no?
Yeah, again, it's your second favourite American promotion.
throne budget.
You're the subject matter expert.
Who else? You know when we're sort of not mocking them, but saying it's been 5 years and you said on this show. Who are those names?
Yeah. I'm trying to think, people who are like round 1 of such and such tournaments.
Yeah.
Is it any, Andre Chase?
Nope.
I know they've abandoned the name recently. The High Rise, in the absence of Wesley.
High Rise.
Are they still going by High Rise? Yeah.
Apparently so. You've got 2 more to get.
OTM?
Nope.
Doing a lot of tag stuff, are they? No one in Chase U, so not.
Nope.
Okay.
Any women?
No.
Okay. Yeah, they're booked quite well on this show. They don't need to be going down to TNA to get reps.
Not Jasper Troy, the new speed champion.
No.
Okay.
It's too important.
Yeah.
They'd hear him coming as well if he was trying to infiltrate.
That's it, yeah.
Chains I can hear off in the distance.
Bought some bands outside.
What did you say?
Are we still clapping for carers or something? No, it's just Jasper Troy.
Shall I distribute some clues?
Yes, please. Love your
Okay.
clues.
Okay. Right, okay. Okay. Right. Your clue would be something you snort if you're a lad.
Coke?
Kane.
No.
You're not sure if Shiraz thing was standing longer.
Something like, football hooligans love to partake in, even though it's illegal and naughty. You're on the right lines here.
Sniff? Or are you doing like... Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie Dempsey.
Charlie Dempsey.
I thought he was off in... No.
Your favourite
Japan.
promotion.
Yeah.
And the next clue,
I wonder Red
the
can't
last
get hold of it.
person is... God, how am I going to afford that? A bank.
Rob.
And
The
then...
bank.
The DJ.
Yeah. Festival?
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
how... So you got that part. No, stop. Because I've got a good clue.
It's got a clue.
I've got a clue. So that part, then the next syllable would be how Dino Bravo would pronounce a certain big wrestler's name.
The Earthquake.
So put those 2 things together.
Get this.
Rob the
Oh man, there's no Rob the Bank.
Earthquake.
No.
Robert.
Ert.
Is it Sidge?
Rob Ert.
It's Robert Stone.
Stone, correct.
What's it? What?
That is a murderous row going into.
Does he even know that he's gone?
But no, has he not had problems? Maybe they did some authority figure stuff with him and Santino or whatever.
Aye, maybe. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe he got decked by one of the invading forces when they first stormed.
They did, yeah. They beat him up, didn't they?
Took him out, didn't they? Yeah. He's got a pass there as well.
Mm-hmm.
His Jersey Shore passed as Robbie E. It was me trying to muster any kind of interest in that. But
Yeah.
the forces are coming. Sixers assemble.
Well, that's what's going on in
God.
TNA. So they've got that going on, and they've got
Who did they beat up?
the Hardys. So best faction since the Four Horsemen. So jot that down for one ski.
The Fours Horsemen taking on the Sixers.
So that's just The main event of Turning Point, Mike Santana and TNA International Champion Steve Macklin defeated Frankie Kazarian and Nick Nemeth. After the match, Nick Nemeth contemplates calling his shot on TNA World Champion Frankie Kazarian, but before he can, the NXT superstars return to assault all 4 TNA wrestlers. Sinner and Saint, the security team, and even Director of Authority Santino Marella are laid out by the aforementioned NXT names. The Hardys are armed with steel chairs, but they do fall victim to the numbers game. They even beat up Matt Hardy, imagine that.
Finished again, and I love it.
No, but if Stacks and his missus and her dad,
Hostile takeover of TNA.
like,
It's McMahon Helmsley faction all over again, this
Exactly.
stuff. Luckily, it's taking place on TNA, and it's fine. No wonder NXT got good again. They've taken all that bollocks to TNA, where it belongs.
well, speaking of TNA, actually, we see Lola Vice and Jordan Grace in the locker room having a chat. And then Kalani Jordan Grace joins the conversation, saying, oh, look, 2 women I've beaten hanging out together.
Yet again, they were talking about her, and she is a meter away, walking into shot.
Kalani says, Lola, you shouldn't be playing the victim. You had no problem kicking me out of the locker room. Kalani says, I'm not playing the victim. You chose TNA over NXT. That's why. What? And Jordan's like, well, you're only acting like... Sorry, Jordan Grace, not Kalani Jordan Grace. Jordan says that Kalani Jordan Grace... Jordan Grace says that Kalani Jordan is only acting like this because she knows it's her last with the TNA title. And Kalani Jordan says...
Are you all right?
Says, jealousy doesn't look good on you, Jordan Grace, Kalani Jordan Grace. Because I'm not losing the title. Keep that look, though. Work on that look or something. Because I'm not losing the title anytime soon. And Lola says, you've changed.
Well, I mean, when it comes to that segment, need we say more? We will.
Kalani Jordan Grace.
So, Kalani Jordan,
Grace.
minor improvements as this.
No, I'm
minor.
not having that. I'm not having
No,
that.
okay, that's fair.
I mean,
that's
she
fair,
cut
that's
one of the
fair.
worst promos you'll ever hear the other week, and this was... Yeah, I mean...
Well, that's why the improvements are minor. There we go, you
technical
see.
level, you're correct, but let's not focus on the fact that it wasn't as bad.
I tell you who
You and
sucks.
your low bars.
Tell you quietly sucks is Jordan Grace. They
Those,
are
those Deirdre glasses she's got.
not just because of that, but they've made her
It's a terrible look for her, by the way.
It is, yeah. They've made her a baby
She was
face.
thingy from Scooby-Doo, wasn't? I'm not complaining. Sorry, what were you talking about?
Dirty old bollocks. Like, it's the end of Scooby-Doo where you pull the Wilbourn's mask off. Wait a minute, the Gooner was Adam Wilbourn still.
So she's Velma and you're Shaggy, presumably. Feeling Shaggy.
He's Scooby, the dirty dog, isn't he? Say something pervy in a Scooby-Doo voice.
Now do it.
I bet you could. Read one of the Gooner comments in the Raw review about Scooby-Doo.
I'll find a Gooner comment
Okay.
as you talk, and you have to read it out in
Scooby-Doo voice. Yeah.
Scooby-Doo voice, yeah.
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Jordan Grace is becoming a babyface that doesn't keep her promises. She just says stuff and loses matches. It's a big problem.
Yeah.
Like, she was this massive star. Remember when we were talking about, like, you know, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, even Zarya, all of these big names that were sort of being airlifted into NXT to help elevate the division?
Think of a female wrestler who people would goon over.
Stacey Keibler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Button gooned before. We're off to button goon.
Question:
Yeah.
Does Li Ying Lee have her electric powers when she's fighting in NXT again?
Oh, good question. I mean, it's not, but it's something worth talking about because it was funny for a minute on SmackDown, wasn't it?
Ah, you the Undertaker.
Zap.
So I
Is that
found
the legacy, by the way? Anyone else have electric powers? Taker.
And Kane. Fire and lightning bolts. No, yeah. I think it's just been the three.
So I found on Babes of Wrestling
Mysterio's had a vortex.
at WWE Babes 32, which suggests the existence of 31 other WWE Babes accounts. A picture of Stacey Keibler wearing some lingerie with her arse in the foreground, looking into a mirror. So as Wilbourn would probably say, you get the best of both. I'm just looking for some comments. I'm just giving you some context. Keep talking about whatever you were talking about.
Is that it?
It made me reflect on how poor the booking of Jordan Grace has been.
I just found it. Is it repeatable?
Christ, you're about to explode.
Raggy.
So should I run through some ones that wouldn't work in a Scooby-Doo voice, so I might as well say them myself.
Yeah.
Go on then. Yeah.
So someone says, Bishall says, "Are you single?"
Shoot your shot.
Jeff Cook just says, "Happy birthday. Hope you have a great day and many more to come."
How's he spelling cum?
No, Come.
I mean, it wasn't Thursday.
DJ Day says, "The best set of legs on TV, not to mention that ass."
2 compliments.
Brian says, "Well, chow down time." Say what you see, Bergen Marshall. Your ass. No.
That's me on a Tuesday morning. No.
No.
And build perfect. What a body, babe. Maybe the loveliest legs in the history of our species.
I know what's going to get me noticed above all the rest.
Species.
As she checks the comments of a Gooner account posting a 25-year-old picture of her. Let's check in with these.
Michael Neal says,
Hey,
"I would
George
love
Clooney.
to give Stacey 46 birthday spanks on her delightful bottom."
I assume she was 46, otherwise that's a real random shout, isn't it? 43, no. 69, that's lewd. 46?
Then I'll have had enough.
Happy birthday to you. You look as beautiful as at 26.
Oh.
It's not that bad. Happy birthday. Something looks a little tight.
Jesus. Go to the account of my kids.
Yeah.
Father of 4.
Right, okay. It's all much of a muchness now. Some of them just first wrestling vixen I had a crush on. Oh, I think
Vixen.
Gembly, that, innit?
I think it was the legs. Right, okay. Wilbourn,
Somebody saying, I wish I was the mirror.
I need
And she
you
leaves.
to read this comment out in Scooby-Doo's voice, please.
I don't know how we got here. Oh, you Velma, yeah.
It's your fault.
I just see the pictures. Can you send me that? Dan writes. I don't really know how to do a Scooby-Doo.
We'll do Scooby-Doo first.
Oh, Raggy.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh. Like a turkey a little bit there.
That was more turkey than
a
dog.
house turkey.
Yeah.
Oh, Raggy. Write the words. I'll say Raggy again because I don't know how to do the voice. Oh, Raggy. Hopefully she wiped good. Oh. Even I feel bad now. So, yeah. Improve from Kalani Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not saying anything.
They're on the verge of booking the Jordan Grace character into oblivion.
But that's in TNA.
That's funny. Not for her.
No. No, terrible year. What a terrible year for that character.
Yeah, what
She says
even
stuff
is
and never
she
delivers on it.
anymore?
Yeah. Dicks about backstage,
Probably
loses
goes
the
to
big
the main roster.
matches.
Put it on the main roster. Probably.
I chuck her in the rumble and pretend like the last year never happened. Perfect development.
It does
Sorry about that.
seem to me like she doesn't know what she is anymore.
Yep.
Like, if you were watching NXT for the first time,
You lucky bastards. Imagine getting that first
Shut
experience.
Nothing like it.
mouth. If you're watching NXT for the first time, you'd have no idea who Jordan Grace is, what she's good at, how good is she. If you saw her appearance here, I've just got no idea who she is anymore.
Crazy that. like megastar last year.
Oh, the way she presented herself and carried herself at the Rumble, you just get it. Like, oh my God, the juxtaposition between how short she is, but how unbelievably powerful and hard hitting she is.
The TV stuff with Roxanne Perez.
Yeah,
You're like, oh my, they've got in their hands one of the best matches in women's wrestling here in front of you.
it's just what's this?
Yeah.
Well, it's been a bad year for her, but in the words of Ava, who was here to make an announcement, she says 2025 has been an excellent year for NXT.
2025 has been an excellent year for NXT.
Memories the WWE Universe will never forget.
Memories the WWE Universe will never forget.
We're 3 weeks away from our final PLE of the year, NXT Deadline.
We are 5 weeks away from our final. We are 3 weeks away from our final PLE of the year, WWE NXT Deadline.
She plugs the where it is. With the return of Deadline,
With the return of Deadline
comes the return of one of WWE's most innovative matches.
comes the return of one of WWE's most innovative matches.
The Iron Survivor Challenge.
Second to Anarchy in the Arena as the best new gimmick match, the Iron Survivor Challenge.
She did not say that.
She does have the worst taste in wrestling stuff. I would believe
Good
the character
point.
would
Good
say
point.
that.
Well made,
yes.
actually. Yeah.
Yes.
She talks about how the rules of it, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to make you do all of that, Ava. Don't worry. She says, previously, legends have selected the competitors.
Previously, legends have selected the competitors,
But this year, with a little smirk,
but this year,
I've decided we're going to do things a little bit differently.
I've decided we're going to do things a little bit differently.
One individual select all the competitors.
One individual will select all of the competitors,
And this person will make his announcement next week.
and this person will make his announcement next week.
And this person
And this person
is the greatest of all time,
is the greatest of all time,
John Cena.
John Cena.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Fun this.
yes.
Do you think
How? Yeah, I do like this match. You do actually earnestly like this match. I'll grant you this.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because she's like subletting his soul from her dad? Because he does own it.
Good point.
Let us not forget.
And is she the final boss or the final boss?
She's just a final boss,
Got it.
but she's the daughter of the final boss. So
Why?
presumably access to his soul is pretty much on an open door basis.
Why didn't he just say, in a well-meaning, self-deprecating way about his own biological daughter, hey, you think I'm the final boss? I have to run everything past Ava.
It's insane, isn't it? It's insane he did that.
Yeah, it's insane that he didn't say that.
While turning up pissed and in a bad mood on a Tuesday. To shorten the title main event by 10 minutes. Because he had to go out there with nothing to say.
Nothing to say.
Like, it's just...
I gotta make me cry out here, mother. It's basically what he was saying.
How great was that title match? All 90 seconds of it, am I right?
He's the best of it.
You're gonna make the rock cry, mother. That's basically what he was saying.
Yeah, he had nothing. He rocked up, buried his daughter,
Trying to kill her, then, yeah.
killed the title match, lied about his promo the night before, made some other shit up about how he was going to break John Cena's entire year. See you later, guys. Let me out before the crowd. Don't want to get stuck in traffic. Rock out.
It's awesome, though.
I love this. Genuinely, I do. John Cena doing a pre-tape. Like, the names coming out of John Cena's mouth next week will be entertaining to me.
It's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've
I
seen
know he
him.
went to the PC once, I read the other day.
It was picture of him and Blake, wasn't there? A
It
few
looked
others.
like they were taking a picture with a cardboard cutout because he was blatantly just stood in position and they rocked up.
Get everyone queued.
Another after another after another.
Some fans at a convention.
I've been a big fan of this man for several months now. Josh Briggs. Like, just 10 of them for both matches. I cannot wait. It's fun as well. What if there's a twist? He was like, and in my penultimate match, the fifth man is going to be John Cena. And he enters the Iron Survivor because he wants a title shot at New Year's Eve.
It's before Saturday Night's main event.
He
so
did
that's-
say, maybe this is,
Maybe it's nothing.
hang on though. He did say in a post that he was not going out on his own terms.
Uh-huh.
If it was up to him, he'd wrestle an infinite number of matches for an infinite number of days, which is really kind of what the 2010s felt like at times. Like,
And that counter could just be main roster appearances. This
would be fine, technically.
yeah.
John Cena and New Year's Evil. Heard it here first. Maybe they have to make the little New Year's Evil baby a John Cena one.
The one constant at New Year's
Yeah,
Eve.
that stupid little guy.
He's a little freak, isn't he?
Yeah, we're looking back at him the other week.
He's got his little devil.
He's like there for like 5 years. The one that everything changes. It's like goes from like Kyle O'Reilly and Finn Balor to
God, yeah.
2.0. They're like, keep the baby though.
Yeah.
Baby's going nowhere.
Me the baby from the Jawbreaker Chrome Skull era. People love that.
He had a missus for a bit, didn't he? There was like
Yeah, there was two of them. Jesus.
Did he?
Yeah, there's like New Year's Evil and New Year's She-Evil.
floating around.
Both of them were there. Screwing around.
Screwing some strange.
But yeah, very excited for this.
I'm excited for what?
John Cena, making
Of course,
a great game next week.
Darby Allin.
I see a lot of potential in Evan Miles Bourne.
I think it's going to be a good. I think Miles Bourne's obviously going to be in it.
I mean, the telegraphed the field.
The lineups would be great.
Well, yeah,
The telegraphed them.
Tavian Heights was there immediately afterwards saying, wouldn't mind to be in the Iron Survivor, actually. But
That promo kind of sucked.
I forgot all about that because Josh Briggs came in and fought with him for the rest of the episode, and it was class.
This was unbelievable.
There was a big boot here. I'm thinking, yes.
You were halfway through a hoorah, and then you morphed into a just bleed, just mates. Hoorah!
Yeah, he sort of got a bit carried away because there was a crowd, a genuine crowd getting excited around him. He's like, hey, yeah, New York or whatever. And then he was like, yeah, sorry about the no quarter, whatever it is. What year, though? I'll be in the Survivor match. What is it? Josh Briggs, like, out of the way. He's ruining this. Wham!
Continues to do his Undertaker impression. He's like, if we're going to fight out there in front of the crowd, if you're going to kick the shit out of Backpack Jones, you best make it look real.
He's wearing that backpack again, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's weird.
It was like a backpack coat, I think, because it's
That was like a backpack.
yeah, definitely had the
T-shirt.
backpack straps, but then
Yeah, I
it
can
turned
see
it like
that looking here,
a
yeah.
snooker player's waistcoat around the back. And it was like, where are you getting these from?
No. And why?
Weird backpack shop. Ring.
It felt like he was cutting this promo going, hell yeah, I'm excited about stuff. And everyone here is excited too, and it's great. It felt like Josh Briggs had like just gone for a piss or something.
Yeah.
Because this dude was like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, all that guy said.
Sure would be a nightmare to get kicked in the face.
And then he got kicked in the face.
I can't make this thing smoke on my shoulder yet. We see Sol Ruka preparing for her title match with Blake Monroe for the title she never lost, obviously. And Zaria's like, you sure you're okay? Sol's like, yep, I know you. Yep.
Yep.
We watched the...
We didn't. We still haven't.
Oh.
We
that's
keep
good when we
talking
just
about jumping
referenced
Jeff Farmer.
Oh,
You came at me in a wrong way. And I'm coming at you full force. Yep.
Anyway, she says...
Turn the tables on me in a wrong way. I love him. I love that little guy.
jumping Jeff Farmer.
Yep.
You really want to fight jumping Jeff Farmer? I think I do. I'll give it a bash.
I know you got my best interests in mind, Zaria, says Sol, but I need my title, my North American Championship back. There's only one person who can do that, and that's me. Bit of a, because she, obviously. And then, sorry, I was going a bit funny because I got woken up really early this morning by Michael Sidgwick messaging me saying, oh my God, is that NASCAR driver Jesse Love in attendance? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Huh?
Who's the normal one that rocks up, bizarrely?
Oh, the NASCAR
They always
guys.
feature him.
They always have, but they always
Got a
have
funny name.
Right, hang
It's
on.
not Jesse Love.
Why have I got
It's quite a funny
Chud Gooch in my head? It's something like that.
Chud Gooch is at every show now.
Chud Gooch.
Chud Gooch. Chud Gooch is like
Cold custard.
Cold custard.
Cold
That's the guy I was
custard.
thinking of cold custard.
Gold Custer.
You know, green shirt guy. Chud
Yeah,
Gooch
yeah.
is just a Netflix celebrity him now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Sam Mayer was there previously as well.
He's no cold
But he's
custard,
no
is he?
cold custard.
Me on Custer, work that out.
some of that on the track is what it caused all slipping on the 18th lap.
He made
And the
the
19th and the 20th and all 100 of them. Seems kind of pointless, John.
I'm sure there's something about it.
Can't seem to break into the northern states.
and then we got Blake Monroe
If I
versus.
wanted to watch a car go around in a circle 20 times, I'd just watch my mother park.
Never like parking. they've got to
I get my fear of driving from her. She's transmitted it to me. She's hated parking. I said, please park.
It's kind of like an essential element of driving. There's the driving part and the parking part. It's 2 bits.
The 2 American sportscasters have got a little bit confrontational. She seemed fine when she was parking at my house, John. Don't go there, Paul. Don't go there. We're having a good time, but let's not take this too far.
Yeah, let's not take the piss here.
Back to the action. They're still going around the same bit of track.
Honestly, I'm terrified of driving me. I can't be taking the piss out of NASCAR drivers.
If we got the chance to go to NASCAR as well, we'd definitely go.
You never drove a lap in your life. Correct. Didn't.
This lap full of crashes is sponsored by... Can't wait to see the next one.
So Blake Monroe versus Sol Ruka for the North American Championship. Blake Monroe.
I asked you not to speak on my mother.
I don't even honestly.
Really good joke.
I don't even know why I watch this TV show every I'm so tired on a morning these days, man. It's catching up with us, you know. Just for entertainment.
It's still just laps and crashes. 2 weathered Shivani's at the NASCAR every week. Who knows what's going to occur this week?
Oh God! Do we ever think about changing the track? Oh God! I'm kind of bored off my tits here, Jake.
A lot of pile-ups at them corners again.
I love the irony of this when how many episodes of wrestling you idiots have watched.
Well, it looks like an Irish whip. Why do you stop running there?
Here comes another promo train.
Yeah, save us all a lot of silly bother.
Want to join me in my glass house? I got plenty of stones.
Yes.
Yes.
You're falling off your high horse there. I sure have.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So Blake Monroe.
Absolutely.
So Blake Monroe targets Sol's injured knee, injured leg throughout this match. At one point, Sol fights back, but Monroe goes to the outside and smashes her bad knee against the ring post a few times. But Ruka pulls her face first into the post, and they both lariat each other for a double down as we go to the break. Ruka comes back, though, after that. Snapmare, clothesline, slice bread number 2. She hits a missile dropkick from the second rope and then kips up on one leg. There's a shining wizard in there, but Blake Monroe kicks out at 2. She tries for the soul snatcher, but Monroe fights that off. Blake goes to the floor. Sol comes out the corner and hits a moonsault, but as she looks like she's building up a head of steam to win the match and win her title back, out of nowhere, Blake Monroe just chop blocks her leg, gets a single leg crab. Just leaning back on it. There's Zarya. Zarya in pain. Blake goes after the knee brace and rips it off, chucks it up the ramp. Ruka fights back, wants a super kick, but the leg gives out. Another submission from Blake Monroe. Zarya's desperate for a friend. She goes over to the timekeeper's area. She gets, who could have called this Sidge? She gets the towel. The crowd, no. Even Sol saying, no. But Zarya, for the good of her friend, throws it in, and Blake Monroe retains the Women's North American title.
The finish was the sort of amdram you've come to expect from NXT. It was the right finish all the same, but nonetheless, the way it was performed, I mean, it was that kind of like over-the-top silly stuff. Like staring at your hand adjacent stuff. The match, I thought, was legitimately brilliant.
It was good.
Blake Monroe's best match since the Hollywood ending, and like obviously by miles her best performance in WWE, but I would put it up there in terms of a straight-up match as anything she did in AEW outside of like the gimmick stuff. They sat down and watched some tape, and
This is old school.
massively so, picked up some spots, picked up the way to perform those spots. Never once did they betray the story. Not one
once.
time. Blake Monroe, I'm going to use the loftiest praise here. Bret the Hitman Hart like precision on that knee. Like a constant dog with the bone stuff. Amazing. Sol Ruka never sold in a way that kind of took you out of it by being too over the top. And again, the finish was that performative element, but you got to do it. You do have to. That's the story they were telling. So get there with it, stick the landing and all that. But the guts of this match, sensational, quite honestly, from both of them. Never once oversold. Sol Ruka's entire stuff is based on how athletic she is, and almost in a shocking fashion. And to try and think of the ones that made the most sense to do with one leg, to the point where you get like the kip up. Brilliant.
That was good.
The moonsault sort of dive to the floor on her constantly trying to keep that other leg raised, so she was showing you that she was bouncing on one leg. So inspired, because visually, it shouldn't really happen, but it's like, my God, what a freak super athlete she is to still be able to do this. And I can't say enough good things about Blake Monroe's ability to work a body part. I know that sounds patronizing, but millions of wrestlers have shown you how hard it is to make it look convincing. They were brilliant. They were on. Blake Monroe, again, I've said this before, her character, if nothing else, because I haven't rated what she's done in NXT, if nothing else, what she does do is she enters these feuds, she takes what she wants from it, and then she leaves the characters in a worse place than they were before. That's the one thing you can say about Jordynne Grace. She looks like she's in recovery mode from suffering the consequences of Blake Monroe. So there is something there. Yeah. They are, there's a bigger story that they're doing a good job of telling with the Blake Monroe, but this match is the one I'll remember when it comes to actually illustrating that bell to bell. Brilliant.
I never thought I would use the words elegant and understated to praise an NXT match. This was genuinely so good for what it was, and how, it just didn't feel like an NXT match at all. It felt like sort of like an early 90s Fed match, but done really, really well with a certain viciousness, wherein it is unmistakable that the babyface is the better wrestler. As you know, as traditionalists of US pro wrestling will tell you, is how it should be done. At no point really, until that knee started to give her a load of bother, was Blake Monroe ever really in the match. She was completely overwhelmed by Sol Ruka, who was a cool baby face, fighting through the pain, and then it started to bother her, and then that's it. That's my way in. I'm going to be the underhanded, sneaky heel.
You ever seen Rocker Shawn versus Ric Flair from late 91? When he's still in his Rockers gear and his knee is so bad that
it doesn't.
Marty runs out to throw him in the ring, and he's shaking, but Flair's just decimate. Once he's knackered him out a bit, Flair then just targets the knee, and Marty's throwing him back in, and the idea is you've fed him more punishment.
Just showing them this?
Well, maybe. But you've still got to perform it, and make it feel like it's yours.
I doubt Sean's pulling that out of his arse from 91.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look, forget about Shawn Michaels. This was it was like an early 90s. The babyface is just winning, because that's what babyfaces do. And that's how I think I fell in love with babyfaces in the first place, because there's these ass kickers. Then, you dickhead heel. He's better than you and you're cheating. That was this match. Almost complete lack of that which I've grown to despise is too strong a word, just become completely disillusioned by. A complete lack of utterly superfluous competitive back and forth exchanges that have they work in the main event for a reason. It's meant to be the best versus the best. They're duking it out, and I'm the best sometimes and you're the best sometimes. That works once per show, or at least it did in my head and my old ways. This was just the stuff, wasn't it?
It was really unpretentious, this, wasn't it? A very believable, title fight.
We're gonna hypnotize you with the actual story.
Yeah.
I thought this was a great bit of business, this.
Blake Monroe's really, really raised the bar for herself here with her performance. Fantastic.
Not before time.
Yeah.
We go to Fatal Influence's locker room. Fatal Influence, of course, if you're unaware, being formerly Jasmine Nix, now Lainey Reed, former Women's North American champion Fallon Henley, and at least at this point in the show, former NXT Women's Champion JC Jane. And they basically say, we've all got title matches. We're going to have all the gold by this time next week. And I thought, but
I think I need that. The old Fatal Influence prophecy.
Yeah.
I need it.
So after this, we see footage of the Obafemi confrontation from last week, and then one at like a spot show that they did in Chicago. And then out comes the NXT champion, Ricky Saints. He's got the title, poses with the title, but before he can speak, out comes Obafemi.
Skip past that.
Ricky says, incredible, welcome back. Look, we knew sooner or later you were going to show back up. It wasn't a surprise that you showed up after I won Last Man Standing. Do you know what is a surprise, though, when I took the title from you? But it's not a shock to me, because I'm Ricky Saints, baby. Everyone thought...
You should go to Specsavers, Jeff, like I saw you the other week.
Everyone thought you were going to steamroll me and defeat me, but I knew that title was grinding you down, and I took advantage and took the title. You went back to Nigeria, and I held the fort here against TNA, a whoop trick. Oh, I'm glad you're back. The fans are happy, but don't get it twisted, baby. You aren't taking the title from me. And Femi says, Ricky, you haven't changed. You're still the same man. That beat me. Same man, same bravado. But I'm glad...
backed it up then, mate.
I'm glad...
Wrestlers just talk loads of rubbish, don't they?
I'm glad I took the time to, before I came back, I avoided all that TNA trick nonsense. It's underneath the ruler. I went home to find myself. I've come back even better. Back to win my title back. The absolute era is over. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to take the title. The destroyer is back. The ruler is back. Your daddy's back. And Ricky says, you want a rematch at NXT Deadline? You got it. And then Trick Williams comes back and I'm like, what are you doing here?
But left.
Nobody leaves anymore, do they?
Well, it was all right because he said, Ricky Saints, maybe you can't hear that good. I said it isn't over until I get my NXT title back, and then wham!
Crunch.
Miles Bourne twats Trick Williams with a chair. He says, payback's a bitch. And he says, as for the you two in the ring, I'll see you at New Year's Eve, you, with the baby.
Yeah. I mean, well, if John Cena doesn't name him, he's going to feel pretty stupid, isn't he? Yeah, not for me, this. Proper, like, pro wrestling real quiz off, where one of them says, gets their killer line in, and they say, well, actually, no, this is the real quiz. Interesting take, because it turns out this is the real quiz. In a way, this is kind of a John Cena legacy promo, because he would do this with all of his rivals and then win the match handily, or lose it and not care. So there would never be what a true
fine speech over.
Yeah, there would never be a true reveal of what the real quiz was. The real quiz was just whatever he decided it was that week, and then they changed the questions.
Yeah,
Roddy Piper said that was fine. So terrible, if I'm honest. Like the booking of this men's division, the top of it continues to be terrible. I don't like what the Ricky Saints character is, and I still can't put my finger on.
Feels like he's turning heel, maybe, because the fans.
He's always had that. He's always had that essence.
Mascot promos don't work for him. Arrogant promos make him feel like a heel. I don't necessarily think he belongs on the brand. I think his charisma is too big for NXT.
Get him on the main roster, probably.
Yeah, if you want.
Or...
You've got a queue of guys join the division, haven't you, still?
Yeah, could join the division.
Yeah. Don't want any of them on NXT anymore. They all feel like the real quiz for all of them is the main roster, so what they all still do in here, it undermines everything they say by still kicking around on NXT, and I include Wilbourn and that. He lost a pretty boring match to Ricky Saints with a DDT.
Yeah.
I didn't believe any of it.
I
didn't like Trick again this week.
I hate the register of all this. I just dislike it completely. Like, it's an entertaining insult or something. If it must be face to face, no angles. What's the story here? There's no story from the apparent auteurs over at WWE. There's no story here. There's chat bollocks at each other. And as you say, it's like, well, you know, it's funny you say that killer line. I've got prepared one on my own, and it's just naff crap.
I like Miles Bourne though.
Killed you first before I was even born. So
yeah, you know what I mean. It's just, and I don't know if it's Ricky Saints. Ricky Starks used to be funny. He'd have a good withering put down. He's I think for better or for worse, I remember when all that's like, is he going to WWE? Yeah, he's doing tricks on it. He doesn't even work there yet. Of course he's going to WWE. You know, he's going to the shows. He's a fan. I think I've got an idea where he's going. But I have to, for some reason, I have to do this 18-month rigmarole to, you know, just have this confirmed. What's very obviously true. And I said during this 18 months of just total torture discourse, he's a phenomenally awkward guy at times Ricky Starks. There's at least 3 examples I can cite off the top of my head. He needs the direction. He needs those like awkward, janky, like quips that he's guilty of. Sand them off. He won't be allowed to do it in the Fed. And you're now getting that version of Ricky Sainz for better and for worse. I don't know what's better, to be honest. He's an enigma, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is the most charismatic of the enigmas.
That's very good.
But he is.
He's very good.
He's a Jeff Hardy.
He was in an actual fouad with Ethan Page. They didn't like each other, and there was a competitive element to that over the North
They still
American
did that
title.
fake screaming.
He's not had a...
They just kept screeching and screeching at each other.
He's not... He fought Obafemi over the title. He's fought Trick Williams, and they tried to tell you it was this rivalry because they reached the point where they had to have last man standing matches and all that. It was mascot stuff. There was no sense of it. Like, Miles Bourne and Trick Williams is the best bit of this because you kind of sense Miles Bourne's getting pretty pissed off for Trick Williams, and he had that coming. They've not done that sort of thing once with Ricky Sainz as a world champion yet. He just sort of hangs around and goes like, NXT, yay. That's... I don't know. It doesn't feel cool.
Yeah, it's not cool.
It's not. I don't think it's working.
Well, speaking of Miles Bourne, he's in Ava's office after the break. She's furious. She told him not to get involved in that segment. Then he hit Trick Williams with a steel chair.
I told you not to get involved in that segment, and then he hit him with a chair.
Miles is like, well, he hit me with a chair first. What am I supposed to do? Not do anything because he's Trick Williams. Ava says, you don't listen.
You do not listen.
She gets a phone call.
Ring, ring.
She says, you two have a match next week.
Never match next week, whatever. I don't give a
And then Tavian Heights.
Get out of my office.
Tavian Heights and Josh Briggs have another fight.
Still good.
There's a choke slam through a table.
Yeah. Lean in.
Good stuff. And then we get the NXT tag title match. It was Dark State versus Javon Evans and the TNA Triple X Division champion Leon Slater, Cyrus Griffin, and Dion Lennox representing the State of Dark. They tried to jump the challengers at the bell, but they avoid it. Big dive to the outside by Javon. Leon gets attacked, but Evans breaks up a cover with a double stomp from the top. He jumps on the announce table, hits a standing PK to Griffin, hits a head scissors back in the ring for 2. Slater gets the tag. He uses his partner to springboard Rana Griffin, and they both hit double-team crossbody blocks to the floor on everyone in Dark State. Takes to a break. Evans is in trouble when we come back, but he super kicks his way out of that. Hot tag to Slater. He runs wild. He gets a 2 after a high cross. Evans comes back in, bounces off the ropes. Spinning wheel kick. Utopia from Slater to Lennox. Slater runs corner to corner to leap over the turnbuckle to the outside with a corkscrew plancher. So Corn Sugars tries to interfere, but Evans kicks him away. And then he leaps off the top rope with a huge frog splash again for a near fall. But he gets shoved off the turnbuckles, following this by Lennox. Slater's all alone against Dark State. He eats a double powerbomb. They go for a cover. Evans tries to break up the pin, but inadvertently lands on his own partner. He gets chucked out of there. Slater falls to the Doomsday Device. 1, 2, 3, Dark State retain.
Maybe it's just me, but I wasn't really in the mood for this match. I'd been quite impressed with it feeling a bit more like a wrestling show, just like I remember it.
Grounded.
And then it was, right, we're doing a tick all the boxes moves match.
We're doing a tick all the boxes moves match won by... It's in terms of NXT matches and like the various permutations. Sorry, I stepped on your dick.
That's right.
Yeah. He doesn't give a damn. In terms of like, it's a single combination and dynamic of like least talented versus most talented in NXT, and they've found it and they've had the least talented wrestlers win.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Other than some of the LFG people.
In a match that reflects the golfing talent.
And we also,
Yeah,
but we
Because
also,
like Slater in particular, like Evans was as good as he always is, but Slater continues to do at least one thing in a match.
He's
where
awesome.
Like, sign me.
Yeah.
Like that corner.
we also debated this on the preview yesterday that we were like, I don't think I want Javon and Liam to win this match.
Nah.
Because I want Javon's first.
Bigger and better things.
Yeah.
I just felt like if I was like properly invested, late teens, early 20s, aspiring writer wrestling fan who thinks he knows absolutely everything, I would be very, and like, who still gave a toss. It's just harder to feel things when you're 40, right? I would have been very, very upset about this result. This kind of thing, it's like Higginbottom and Levesque get away with this kind of like, Vince put on a result like this, these pretty green cloggers like WWE projects, beating, the really cool moves guys.
Yeah.
What the hell on?
Aye.
Why do these idiots
more
get a
talents
pass?
buried.
Yeah,
That
why do
kind of
they
stuff,
get a pass? They get such a pass. Well, the fucking Higginbottom.
Anyway, following this, Ren Sinclair, Kendall Gray, they're hyping up the Evolve match next week. I'm running through this because I want to get to what happened next, because it's time for the NXT Spotlight, guys. And this is winner of Season 2 of LFG, Shiloh Hill. Who the hell's that guy? Sorry, I'll do that.
I'm not going to interrupt.
This is the beginning of the
Vignette.
He's on his computer. Oh, hi, guys. Shiloh Hill here. I'm like, what the hell's happening? Just want to download you some information so you're up to speed on me. Yeah, played football. I went to Stanford.
Who downloads information? Do you know what I mean? I stream everything.
Oh, got it. Your character's 1999 internet.
Yeah.
wait. Yeah, I played football, but I also went to Stanford. But I'm not a jock or a nerd. My family apparently were on the run and moved in the middle of the night. But I got into see you. I got into Stanford by completing online classes in a week. Learned so much there. But I really like playing football, and I like it when I hit someone so hard the air escapes their lungs. Bye.
Right, okay.
I'm fascinated.
Am I meant to like this dude, hate this dude, be intrigued by this dude, be scared of this dude? I have absolutely no idea. So his life story is he like an army brat? Why is he...
He was at school for like 32 days for an entire year or something. The authorities wanted to get him. That was it, yeah.
His family was on the run, yeah.
And yet,
Probably I publicly admit that for a start. Anyway, so the idea is he's some kind of super genius who isn't interested in learning, hence why I didn't want to go to school, but he's also at the same time super invested in learning because he wants to know about conspiracy theories in the dark web.
Yep.
It reminded me a bit. Remember when the family did the
got it.
report on? Was it Dark State? And like everyone was like,
Yeah, oh, God,
top of the
that
class,
was
It was incredible.
Top of the class, but also street smart and book smart. So it's every single one of them.
So Shiloh Hill he was bored at school, didn't like school, by extension learning, because he didn't mention, the kids were mean or whatever, which might have made sense if he's playing like a guy with the potential for El Snapo, right? But they don't mention that. They just kind of, I didn't like school. Did like learning though. Same thing. I'm into conspiracy theories in the dark web and stuff. Okay, get that hard drive checked.
Get that YouTube channel checked. I learned about gnoming today thanks to Shiloh Hill's
You
YouTube
find
channel.
anything on the dark web?
I have no idea. Ask Shiloh Hill.
Don't have a look.
On your work computer,
Yeah,
the dark
you
web.
find it, right?
I'm going to make the comparison now. When in 2013 we saw the first Bray Wyatt vignette, and it's not that comparison, everybody of a certain age went, oh, there's a Waylon Mercy vibe to Bray Wyatt, and Waylon Mercy was the beloved character I'm talking about. Ultimately, Danny Spivey came in about 5 years too late.
Beloved?
The character was, because it was a cult favourite, because it never really got a chance to breathe.
Yeah.
In an era
sort of like the proto-hero, Sean O'Hara.
Yeah. The Proto-Hero.
I was trying to do some wordplay before I'd even established what the thing was.
Yeah, Proto-Hero was how we referred to it.
Proto-Hero,
Proto-Hero. We're not telling you anything.
Proto-Hero!
White Shade and Pale? Proto-Hero.
That was
Procol Harum.
something that sounded just like that, yeah. That's why your joke worked. It was very amusing. The character was some sinisters going on here, and then he would shake the jobber's hand, and then he would absolutely like destroy them, and maul them.
I've seen Cape Fear.
Yeah,
It was just that.
Nick the whole thing. But Vince hadn't, so lucky for Danny Spivey, he was like, I'll do that.
Vince, well, right. Have you seen Scarface? No, good.
Just do a film in front of him.
Yeah.
I think it's the best thing ever. Why didn't more people do that?
So that was Spivey's pitch, and the bit of the pitch he left out was, I'm horrifically injured and I can't do this. So the run lasted 3 months. Right? That's how it happened, right? And then,
Horrifically.
and then 20 years passed, and Bray Wyatt's like, oh, a bit of that. And everybody was like, oh, great, we wanted more of that, and now Bray Wyatt can do it. And then that character obviously got destroyed in the main roster. So we're round 3. Basically, like he'll kill you, but he'll do it with a smile. And then talk about his college background, because he's learned some tricks.
And he'll gnome you.
He'll gnome you. He'll gnome your house. Gnomon, man, is wild.
What's gnomon?
So I learned gnomon thanks
Oh,
to...
that was fast. I was going to pick something up. Just ordered.
Off from the dark web?
It's just arrived, yeah.
All right.
I'll be back in a sec.
I'll tell you what gnomon is.
Right, that's what that was.
That's one of his better ones. And it throws us off the old affair scent. Gnomon is this thing that he learned about the dark web, Shiloh Hill, and then he made a video about it, where in order to harass and bully one of your enemies in life, you order increasing numbers of gnomes to their house.
Why would you need the dark web for this?
Because, Sidge, I'm glad you asked, because they're not just any old gnomes. No. They're gnomes filled with animal feces and other things that stink and are awful. So you know the old sardines down the radiator prank? University. You just gnome someone's house with gnomes full of
From the dark web?
from the dark, and then God knows what they're putting on the old dark web ski. Could be worse than animal feces, I don't know. But
No, hang on.
really dark stuff going inside the bodies of the gnomes and then resealing the gnomes, and the people are, bloody gnomes, I have to put that in the garden. And then what's happening? Drawing animals and wildlife to your garden to wreck it and ruin it. And then
So
your
that's-
garden's full of corrupted gnomes.
Does the dark web come into it because you have to order the feces from the dark web?
Yeah.
Right.
There's websites that are specifically on the dark web where like gnoming's just this known thing as a way to 4chan harass somebody.
Ah, right, okay.
Because you've used the dark, well, presumably to get their address as well.
He's into conspiracy theories in the dark.
I mean, you probably won't be the only one at the performance centre that's into all that.
Because we watched this, yeah, they're all at it. It's libel.
Satirically speaking, they're all right.
Yeah. So we've established that this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. So when I say something that's potentially, that could get us in trouble, when I do the Darby Allin hand movement from the Ariel Helwani interview, just to reiterate, it's this. Just to reiterate it one more time, it's this. That means it's entertainment, okay? But so I think the idea is he's going to El Snapo because we watched the LFG promo where he's like, "Hi, I'm Shiloh Hill, and I got no tooth in my mouth,
That's what he said.
and I'm here to say I'll kill you if you cross me." That sort of thing.
Was Bully Ray like, holy,
Store. This guy's got the gaga. This guy gets it.
Back in 95, I wanted to do more with Mercy, and I couldn't. I could do some stuff with him.
Yeah.
Now that means book him in.
And I'll kick his ass in the shit at WrestleMania 12.
Hey, Kane, if this was 97, you'd lost your job because I just got myself a new brother. The Dark Web, the Lord of Dark Web.
So,
Let's see where this goes.
yeah, he's going to Shallow Hill. He's going to surf the web and kick your ass. And that's how that's going to go.
Pretty much that, yeah.
You got any more on this Hamflett?
Nah, I'm good.
I could open here 2 different swears through the door that I need to note down now so we don't get in trouble with the old Centurinos.
Very conscientious.
How's it going? Happy International Men's Day. We finally got a day for us, huh, guys?
Oh, you're one of them now. Oh, that's good.
I mean, between
Yeah,
now.
he's kind of always been one, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need a day.
Yeah.
Don't need a day when you're in the patriarchy.
It's every day, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
Day of the weekend and why?
I am incredibly privileged to be a white man in Britain. I don't need a day.
It was a good Richard
Can you
Herring.
imagine, like, earnestly going, Happy International Men's Day?
Thank you, Sidgwick. Happy International Men's Day to you.
No,
too.
he's taking
Huh?
it seriously.
Yeah. Remember when Richard
Ah,
Herring
do you
would
need
do
a
the bit
day?
when there was International Women's Day, and then he'd search for tweets and be like, huh, when's International Men's Day? He'd just reply, November 19th.
Every single one, yeah.
Brilliant.
It was good stuff.
Brilliant. Oh, I'm glad actually. That's why I asked Twitter. I wasn't raging. I wasn't suppressing something. Everybody shut up. I got my answer.
I don't need a day.
What's the deal with like guys just being dudes? Huh?
Well, you know, beast.
Battlestar
Galactica. No, men, you know. What are you laughing at, bro?
We're broadcast now
Oh, why not?
on International Bros Day.
Just, well, what are we? What does it mean to be a bloke, a lad, a legend? He's just said what's about guys
There's a
being
new
dudes.
Twitter bio. I just
Just, I would say, just You know, good banter. Don't take it too far. And that's what it's all about.
Yep.
The ladies out there always saying, oh, men only want one thing and it's disgusting. I always think, why didn't you wash it then? 3 questions, 3 jokes for you. Question joke number 1.
Jesus Christ.
Sidge, why are men like floor tiles, huh?
Because women walk all over them.
Half right, so goddamn close. Why
I was trying to get in his head.
Yeah.
Why are men like floor tiles? If you lay them right the first time, then you can walk all over them. One for the ladies out there. Question joke number 2. How is my penis a gentleman? How is my penis a gentleman?
Traits of a gentleman. Good manners, chivalrous.
Yeah, classy.
Yeah. Your penis is classy and chivalrous, Stacks.
Good night, right? How is my penis a gentleman? It always stands up so women have a place to sit down. Question joke number 3. Speaking of gentlemen, Sidge, why do gentlemen give cold women their jackets?
Because they give hot women their
Good night, right?
You got it.
Yeah.
Why do gentlemen give cold women their jackets? What was the Darby Allin like? Just a joke, guys. Why do gentlemen...
He's not saying hello. It's Mr. Tumble. It's Darby Allin.
Why do gentlemen give cold women their jackets? Because no one wants a blowjob with chattering teeth. See you later, guys.
It's funny that you didn't want to commit to that.
No,
Yeah.
Stacks up pops at the weirdest ones, doesn't he?
Cheddar and teeth.
A little toy mouth.
Oh, God, that is
Talking
like chat. Something about that joke. It's the most 4channy one he's ever told.
Yeah. Maybe it's because he's been hanging out in TNA. Do you think it's made him worse?
Aye.
Some influences in there.
Aye. Any more on what we're talking about?
Shiloh Hill, wasn't it? Yeah, no. Yeah.
Bye, Stacks.
I buy Stacks, yeah. Hey, whoops.
Yeah, no, not really.
What's wrong? What did he order?
I don't want to talk about what I ordered. It's private. But I got a gnome instead. Don't know what happened there. Anyway, back to...
Let's just keep that one between us.
Yeah.
cocaine. What?
No.
Sol's arguing with Zarya. Why'd you throw the towel in? Zarya was trying to protect her. So she, yes, you lost, but still walk. You'll be all right. Your leg's barely healed. And now I'm a bad guy for caring about you. Sorry, Zarya says that. Now I'm a bad guy for caring about you.
I'm a bad guy for caring about you.
Randy Savage.
Sorry, says you'll be a champion again, Sol, but you can't be if you're injured.
Yeah, be a champion again, but you can't do it if you're injured. No.
The cream always rises to the top.
Cream of the crop.
Anyway, she said, tell Sol, put the issue to the side.
Put the issue to the side, yeah.
I've got to capture the women's speed championship next week.
Yeah, you heard it.
And Sol gives Zarya the towel.
Mm-hmm. So in next week. I mean, if you're needing the towel thrown in after a speed match, it's
pretty hopeless. Yeah.
But you only got 5 minutes. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry, from like the Mad Max film.
Maybe she gets confused, and when the lights change, she thinks it's the end of that round. Is that anything?
It'll probably
Then
be
they come in
something.
like towel down boxers after each round.
Oh,
She just throws the towel in, as they always do. You know, the
Throw it
towel
in.
goes in
Yeah,
first.
because the towel goes in boxing. That definitely doesn't mean the end of the fight. And that's where they're taking
the bell's
it
rung
from.
because the end of the round. They put the chair in, the little stool, and the towel, and you just throw the towel in, save
So
time.
we're saying that Soruk is going to be a boxing corner woman for Zarya.
What was the main event?
Yeah. Main event time. It was Tatum Paxley defending her NXT Women's Championship again. Oh, from Fatal Influence. It's JC Jane.
No.
Callings out there, obviously, including Speedy! Wild card. Dame over. She calls herself Izzy now.
Goddamn right, I'm over.
Even his merch was insecure.
Yeah.
Tatum hits a shoulder tackle in the corner, goes for another one, but Fallon and Laney pull JC out the ring. So Tatum Paxley moonsaults off the ring apron.
You asking if I'm you not see the back of my shirt? He's just turning around to everybody. Would this lie? Is this cool?
His arms seem to be a bit wider. There you go. There you go.
JC Jane cuts off Tatum after a break.
Look at the back. The ones at the bottom.
Jane hit a Rana off the top, but Paxley hit a super kick after they landed and they both collapse. Jane climbs the ropes again. Paxley hits a step of Inseguri, Avalanche Fisherman's neck breaker, and the sky high for 2. And at this point, Izzy Dame slides a chair in. Use it. Twat her with it. I think Spearsy was up on the apron taking the ref at this point. Tame doesn't want it. She shoves it back to Izzy Dame. And you spotted this, so I'll give you all the credit.
Yeah, it was that point when Spearsy got down off the apron. He was looking at Izzy Dame and wondering, hang on, why is this match not over? What's gone on there? And
She didn't want to use it.
yeah. I'm trying to give one more crack at it.
Fatal Influence tried to get involved. Tatum fights them off, but turns around into a huge rolling encore from JC Jane. It's over.
Good near fall that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paxley, kicks out at 2.9.
The second rolling encore was class.
Well, yeah.
Laser in.
Yeah.
Laney Reed's like, right.
Time with the BSK.
Laney Reed's like, right, well, if they're not going to use a weapon, we will. Grabs the title. Izzy Dame hits her with a huge right hand at ringside. In amongst all this, Fallon Henley gets the belt in there. No, sorry. I'll tell a lie. Izzy Dame gets the belt in there. Slides it for Paxley, but it's sort of in between them. And JC grabs it. Wants the belt shot. Tatum's getting up. Referee sees it. Stops her. There's no Connor roll in there by Paxley for a 2 count. They go to the outside. Tatum chucks her back in. If I remember this right. Tatum's on the outside.
So what's happened is JC Jane has kicked out from the O'Connor roll and it's kicked
That
Tatum
was
to
it.
the
Sorry,
floor.
thank you. Yeah, so Tatum's on the outside and she's like, right, time to get back in and win this match. And all of a sudden, the wild card, Nico Vance and Spearsy, where do you think you're going? And
Oh my God.
Izzy Dame kicks Tatum's head off.
Her 2 outside the ring attacks were unbelievable. Test big boot level stuff from Izzy Dame.
I mean, the match is over. Just chuck her back in.
Damn.
That happens, but then she eats another, awesome rolling encore from what became the 2-time NXT Women's Champion, JC Jane.
The twists in JC Jane's character arc. Beatable champion. No.
What a year.
I'll be the double champion, and then, all right, you lose that. No, I'll be a 2-time champion. It's rules.
Wrestler of the year. Love her, love this, love all
That's
of it.
really for WWE bollocks. This is well done.
I was so pleased they followed through and just took the title off Tatum Paxley. I feel like all of it existed for this. I didn't want them. There was fun to be had with, to an
I
extent.
think they could have went another month with this.
Possibly, but as soon as she won it and they set up the rematch, I sensed that she was going to
So
lose.
sort of the beauty of that they had with JC Jane. JC Jane was always like, well, she probably could lose the title next week or next pay-per-view defense or whatever. With this, it was like, well, when's the turn coming? We all know it's coming. You and I said yesterday, well, it could be now or it could be stand and deliver.
I worried that it wasn't going to stay.
Sorry.
Yeah. I worried that it wasn't going to stay hot, and I feel like this was proof that it was the right time to do it because this was like really hot in the building. Like fans were coming up for the near falls. The turn itself got that proper shock reaction you want in the building, not just because the attack was class, but the people in the building, like that, you get that in a brilliant turn. You get that moment where you realise a split second before the character, and it's when Spearsy and Nico Vance do that thing, and there's something really sad about that. They look massive, and Tatum looks really vulnerable at that moment, and then sure enough she is, and she gets attacked. So it was really, really well executed. Fatal influence in JC Jane being the perfect recipient of, and just getting to benefit from all of this going on. That's kind
Thank
of
you very much. Thank you very much, and thank you very much.
Yeah, nothing to do with him. The match was good. JC Jane has good matches.
Yeah, she does.
Quite often.
I was thinking this because of the way it works. She must have been pretty high ranking in the PWI because she just keeps winning.
Her strikes are so great.
She does a good V-trigger, I remember.
Yeah, she was at Lola Vice's face. She almost broke. Oh, yeah.
Razor in.
I'm a big JC Jane fan over here.
But where does Tatum go from here?
In a feud with Dizzy Dame, obviously.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that was a silly question, really. But anyway, that was the end of week 1. We got another week next week.
And it looks like it sucks.
All the NXT title matches in there next week. What else you got down the back of the sofa? Evolve or Triple A, whatever.
Watch them stinking evolve.
Well, now we got the Speed Women's Championship match, so that's not all bad news.
There'll be 5 good minutes in 2 hours, as it stands.
And we'll preview it all next week. That is, of course, NXT Gold Rush. There's gold in them there heels. Yeah!
Week 2.
Indeed. Let us know your thoughts on everything. Maybe not on dark web, but everything else we've discussed in the comments section below. Or on X at WhatCulture WWE. Watch, they can follow all 4 of us. You can't follow Michael Hamflett on X. Where can they find you, though?
On the dark web. Michael Hamflett sending gnomes to Wilbourn. Oh, no.
What? You can find Michael Sidgwick on X, though, at
M. Sidgwick.
You can follow our producer, Adam Nicholas, at
It's Adam Nicholas.
Follow me at Adam Wilbourn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE, as I said. Make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcasts from, for daily wrestling podcasts. Dynamite preview available right now. But for now, this has been the NXT review. My thanks to Hamflett, Sidgwick, to Stacks. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.